Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we are going to get ready together and pack my makeup bag. I am packing for my annual professional development conference and yeah, we're gonna get ready together. I successfully packed everything here in this. This was my goal, to get everything in there and use small things, shop my stash a little bit and apply the products with you. So if that sounds good, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you consider subscribing. I upload 2 new videos a week. It is totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again on the channel for all things makeup. Okay, let's get into packing the minis and applying the makeup. All right, so I've always found it's easier for me to pack my makeup if I just do it so that I don't forget any steps. So the goal is to fit everything in this medium-sized Ali Glines travel bag as far as makeup. And then I have the brush bag for all of my brushes that I use. I am kind of like shopping my stash for small items, like deluxe sample size things to take in order for me to fit everything in here. So we're gonna do our best. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna start with this Prime Collagen Hyaluronic Acid Makeup Primer from Toy Factory. I've used this a few times and I've liked it so far. It's just a clear hydrating primer, but this is a mini. So just like I said, kind of perfect. That was kind of a lot. Kind of perfect to go just for like a 3-day trip here and not take up too much space. But where I am traveling is not warmer than where I am now. I'm just going maybe like an hour and a half south of where I am now. And we have had school closed. I'm a public teacher for those of you that might be new or didn't know. We've had school closed for 3 days now, partially because of all the snow we got. Sunday we got 7 inches around there. And then we've had extreme colds, like -15 with the wind chills. So who knows what will happen the next 2 days with school, but I have a sub for my conference, so whatever happens, happens. Next up, I want to try this. This is from Yensa. It's the Super Serum Silk Foundation. I don't know what shade this is in. I don't see where it says anywhere a shade, so I'm kind of nervous about that. But it's sealed. I've never used it, so I'm going to try it today to see if I like it. If I don't like it, then I'll probably swap it out for something else because I am wearing this to, like I said, a professional development conference where I know all kinds of people and I want this to like wear nicely and look good. It's a little off the bat here. It looks maybe a little cool tone, but I think it will work okay for me. But again, the thing is going to be like, how does it kind of settle on the skin? How's the longevity? Is it look cakey or anything? So let me blend this out. Okay, I've got it all blended out. I feel like a little bit goes a long way with that. I probably used too much, honestly. And I do feel like it oxidized a little. Like it looks a little bit deeper now than it did when I first put it on my skin. But I don't feel like it has like a line of demarcation. Like I think as long as I blend it along the jaw, it's doable. What do we think? Yeah, I think this will do. I'm gonna pack this one. Next up, I'm just doing my normal combo of my CoverGirl brow and eye makers with the Urban Decay Slick Day Brow. Nothing new or interesting there, so I'm gonna do that and be back for the next step. Okay, I do think I need to powder this foundation a little since it is more of a liquidy serum-y foundation. I'm looking around. I don't really have a tiny powder, so this one's pretty big, but maybe it can't be helped on this one. This is one I'm trying to use up, and I just feel like this is too wet to put like powder, blush, and bronzer over. Like I'm worried it's going to just like stick in one place and not blend very well without a little bit of a set first. So I'm gonna go over everything here with my puff. Yeah, I do feel like this is maybe slightly deeper again than my normal skin tone is if you look at like my neck compared to my face, but I don't know that it's so noticeable, maybe especially once I get blush and bronzer and eyeshadow and everything, it will be less obvious, but I'm going to take that BH powder since that is something I'm working to use up this year. And then for blush and bronzer, I found this in my collection. This is from Pacifica. This is their Desert Sunset Matte Blush and Bronzer. This is not something I'm necessarily trying to use up right now or pan, but again, I'm trying to pack for travel, small things, tiny things. And I like the fact that this has both blush and bronzer that pair well together in it, as well as a mirror on the back. So I don't have to worry about if my palette has, oh my, okay. I just looked in the mirror and there's details up close I'm seeing now that I might need to fix, but that's okay. That's like another good thing about this mirror. It's a really high quality mirror for just a little face duo here. Brush wise, I did put a spoolie in for my brows just because I like to run that through after I've filled them in. And then for blush and bronzer, I'm taking my rougher number 4 brush and I'm going to pack that. So we have the bronzer side. It says that it's Sunset Matte and Desert Matte are the 2 names of the products. I don't know which one is which. They're not necessarily labeled individually. I don't know if these sell individually or not. But I'm just doing like a little bit of the powder bronzer and then I'll do a bit of the powder blush. Okay, there's the bronzer. I feel like it's not as pigmented as I remember. I kind of had to build it up a little bit, but I'll be careful with the blush because, yeah, the blush I think is more pigmented than the bronzer. Yeah, I think that's good, right? We've got a little color back to the face here. And I am gonna put also a bit of setting spray just because I feel like everything's looking coverage-wise how I want with the foundation now, but it's a little powdery looking. I want to bring a little bit of life back. So this is the tiniest setting spray I have. This is from Wet n Wild. It is the Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. I just found this one cleaning my bedroom the other day, to be honest. I didn't even know I had it. I don't know why it was in my bedroom and not my beauty room, but it's a little bit of an aggressive mister, so I'm also going to pack a fan. This is honestly how I usually dry my setting sprays, is just taking this big old fan and waving it a little bit till it sets down. But yeah, that definitely brought a little bit more glow back to the skin. I feel like it's oxidizing even more, like it's getting darker before my eyes. I wonder, will it be better if I just use less? I'm debating, you guys, if this is like too warm, too orangey, too dark for my skin tone, or if it's okay. I feel like if I was self-tanned, it'd be perfect. I don't know. Will it be okay? Is it good enough? Is it too obvious? Like neck versus face? You guys tell me. I'm posting this the day that I am filming it, like before I leave, so leave me a comment and tell me if you think the shade is okay or if I should swap it out before I leave for my conference tomorrow. Please and thank you. Okay, next up I'm using my Milani Stay Put eyeshadow primer, and then here's the hardest part, picking a palette, because I really only want to pack one palette, right? It's a 3-day conference. It's not the end of the world, but it is kind of unusual for me to use the same palette 3 days in a row. I won't even say kind of. It's very unusual for me. I switch around a lot with my eyeshadows to match my clothes. And I did pack a lot of just like neutral and staple professional clothing since it is a professional development conference for this one. So I want to pick something that leans a bit more neutral, but still has some variety for me to not get bored. And small, obviously. So let me search and see what I have here. Okay, I haven't pulled this palette out in a really long time, so that's another reason I think it's going to be the one to go. This is the BH Cosmetics Smitten in Switzerland. I've got the powder and the palette, so we've got multiple BH things. So I picked this one because it is neutral, but we've got more like your taupes and your browns. But there's also more of like a gold shimmer. There's a little bit more of a cool tone shade. And you can go kind of rosy too and have it be more muted neutral that way. but have a little variety. So I am going to just do a quick look with this. I'm going into Snow Cap, the lightest shade, the lightest matte here, just to set the crease a little bit. And again, use all the brushes that I know I'm going to need or want to do these looks. And then I'm going to deepen the outer corner with Slope. I've got Slope that's a little more cool toned here. That's what I'm using right now today. But I also could go with Chocolate down here to deepen up if I wanted to go more warm toned. So again, that's partly why I picked this palette, because it does have some variety, but it's not huge, right? Like I'm going to be able to fit it into that Alley Glines medium-sized bag, no problem. Just going to go back in with that first brush and make sure the edges are super blended here. No harsh lines or anything. And then I'm going to find me a flat brush here and go in with Geneva, which is more of like the gold. Now this isn't anything that's, you know, super reflective or duochrome, multichrome, anything like that. But again, I am looking for something, to be honest, that's a little more basic, just because this is more of a professional thing. Not that you can't use those things and be professional, but I just know my audience, I guess we'll say, for this one. And this is going to be fine, just like a good quality metallic. I do wish there were like something for the inner corner, like a really light shimmer, but there's not. So I guess I'll go back in with Snow Cap, the matte, and just do a little bit of that to brighten in the inner corner, which works. And I could take a single or a highlighter or something to do this, but again, I'm trying to keep it minimal both in size and quantity of things I'm taking for this couple days of professional development. I almost put it away. I'm not done. I need a shadow liner. Hello. So I probably could use any of these three, the Chocolate, the Green Mountain, or Nightfall, as shadow liner. I think any of those would work. I'm going to go Chocolate to do a brown liner for today. A little something like that, just to give us a little lift on the eye. Okay. And see, that's just like perfect size to fit in there, that palette too. We're going to put in Lash Curler. Oh, what mascara do I want to take, you guys? I've got options. Like, I've got a couple different minis. I have the Maybelline Sky High, but I'll be honest, I don't really like that one. I know that is like kind of controversial because I feel like there's big hype around that one, and I was really excited to try it, but it's honestly not my favorite. I don't feel like it volumizes as much as some others. Like, it definitely separates. I used up my little half-caked one that I had. Maybe that's my only mini I have. I swear I had a Lancome, however you say it, somewhere, but I can't find it. Okay. We'll do it. This is the Maybelline Sky High one. If I find another one, another small one that I like better before I leave, I might swap it out. But again, the whole point is I'm trying to go minimal and mini, but still get like, you know, maximum results. We're definitely already looking a lot more put together, and I would feel more confident like this than just barefaced. Okay, now it's starting to look how I want it to, but this is the third coat, so I do feel like I have to spend quite a bit of time and coats to like build it up to a place where I can be satisfied with it. So it's fine, it's usable. I'm not gonna say it's, you know, bad or the worst mascara I've ever tried. Definitely not. It holds a curl pretty decently, and it does not transfer, which is great. There's just, I think, better ones out there. So we'll put the Maybelline Sky High in there. And then a lip. I am trying to get some uses on these for my Deck of Panning series. I'll leave that linked if you haven't seen it. So I'm going to pack these and try to use them exclusively just to get some uses. This is the Milani Understatement Lip Liner in shade Choop. And then to go with that is going to be from Unearthly Cosmetics here. Their gloss in shade Moss. It looks green, but it's really not. When you put it on the lips, it's pretty transparent. I just love the vanilla icing smell of these though. And they are really hydrating. And like I said, my skin and my lips need that right now with how cold and just arid it is temperature-wise now. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. I think this is everything. What do you think of this as a look? Obviously, I'm going to have more professional looking clothes on, but we did pretty well. Like, I still have room for some stuff in here, and it's all going to fit just fine. And yeah, I feel like I barely really used hardly any brushes for this look as well. I've got a few brushes, the spoolie, my lash curler. Like I said, keeping it minimal, keeping the items and products small. I think I did a good job. And maybe I can get some usage on some products that I haven't touched in my collection for a bit this way. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks so much if you stayed till the end. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye!